Okay, as you can see, we're at 9th and State right now. We're making the turn. We're heading to Erie Business Center. That's the Boston store right there. It gives you an idea of how close we are and how easy it is to get to Erie Business Center. There's really no matter which way you're coming from, there is no bad way to get to Erie Business Center. They make things very easy. We're making the turn on to 9th Street here. By the way, I am not driving, so if anybody thinks that I'm doing one of those violations of the text to driving law and all that stuff, I'm not. I'm a passenger right now. And Erie Business Center is a great experience because they do make it easy for you. From the time you go in, and you're going to see how we're going to get a great parking space. From the time you go in to the time you go to class to the time you graduate, you will be finding that going to Erie Business Center is a process that is not hard at all. In fact, very easy. The first person we're going to encounter is Vanessa, and then after that you're going to talk to Gretchen and John, who will actually help with the admission process and the testing and whatnot. And then of course there's Jeff for the financial aid, and they're with you every step of the way, these folks. They really want you to get into the career that you want to get into and to be successful, and everything is designed for you to do just that. We're approaching Erie Business Center right now. You can see the frog. When you start to see the frog, I'm going to try to frame the frog in here, then you know that you are at Erie Business Center. In fact, look where we're parking. We're parking right up front. We're parking in a primo space right now. Reserved parking for visitors only, or I should say parking for visitors only. We're going to get out of the car right now. Now there's somebody next to us, and I don't want to put them on camera, so I'm going to be very careful as to not get them on camera. And so that's why I'm pointing at the sky right now, because I don't want to get the person on camera. See, there's Cathedral Prep in the background right there, so usually that gives you another idea of where you are in downtown Erie. You're at Erie Business Center Founders Hall right now, so you know you're in the right place. We're going to walk up and see the frog, and we're going to show you exactly how close of a trip this is. Look, I'm not, there's the frog right there. I'm not even walking that far at all here. See, I'm being very careful not to get that person in the frame here. And look, where was I? I talked for about 10 or 15 seconds, and here I am, Erie Business Center. So we're going to meet Vanessa next. Okay, now it's a short walk to the front desk here. Oh, hey, that's Vanessa. I just promised Vanessa, and here she is, ready, willing, and able to greet us with a smile, of course. Hi, Vanessa. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Hey, now, the first person they're going to see generally is you, and maybe tell me a little bit about what they can expect after you greet them with a nice hi and a smile.
Well, they'd sign in first, and then I would give them a catalog which explains more about all the programs that Erie Business Center offers. And then they would fill out an interview profile questionnaire, which is basic information about the student, and then a goal sheet which tells about the goals.
Okay, so that's going to be a lot of important information that might maybe point them in the right direction if they're not sure about a career, or maybe if they have made up their mind, you give them some more information as a backup, correct?
Yes, and then next in the process they would meet with Gretchen or John.
Okay, and those are the admissions people. They're going to be taking the next step of the way, and those are the folks we're going to meet next. So, hey, I really appreciate it, Vanessa.
Thanks.
As promised, the next people you're going to meet are Gretchen on the left, John on the right, and these are the people that are really going to help you through the process, really from start to finish. And I'm talking about start from getting an application to picking a program, and then all the way through to graduation and picking a career and all that other good stuff. So we'll start with you, Gretchen. Student comes in, they see you, they've just talked to Vanessa, and they've gone back to your office. What do you do for them? What do you do with them?
Well, we'll sit down and we'll talk about the goal sheet they filled out, their interests, and then we go over the programs and the curriculum within those programs to see what's going to fit them best.
Okay, and then because sometimes students come in, they're undecided.
Oh, absolutely. All the time they come in undecided, and then we just break everything down a little more and see what direction we need to put them in.
And sometimes, John, this can be intimidating for students. They come in and they don't exactly know what they're going to do, and maybe some of them haven't been in school for a while, and you really just kind of ease their minds, correct?
Oh, absolutely. No pressure. They come in. Sometimes they have an idea or a rough idea of what they want to do. We go through the catalog, we look at the different programs, the courses that lie within those programs, and we go from there.
Some things that intimidate the students, one of them being testing, but tests should be the least of their worries. 50 questions, no big deal. It just shows you where they're at, correct?
Right, you have 12 minutes to answer as many questions as you can correctly. You don't ever reach 50. We don't expect that. And depending on what you score is what program you qualify for.
And again, it's just really just to show where they're at and give you more information.
Absolutely.
All right, well, the one thing that I have found with EBC after talking to you two the last few days is that, EBC really cares about the student, their career, and what happens to them, and you're really truly with them every step of the way.
Oh yes, we are. There's students that are enrolled. Most of them we're on first name basis with. We attend their graduations and we help them the whole way through and even after they graduated if they still need our assistance.
And John, open door policy, right? I mean, a student never has to feel like they can't talk to you or Gretchen.
Open door policy. You can come to me. I'm Checkpoint Charlie as far as getting you to where you need to be, or I may be the source that you need.
And you're going to take me next to see Jeff, correct?
Yes.
All right, well, John and Gretchen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, you've got the program picked out, but now you have to finance it, and of course, financial aid director, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
We're doing good.
And student comes back to talk to you. What kind of process do they go through to find the money to afford EBC?
Well, it only takes about 45 minutes of their time. We sit down. And
Wow, only 45 minutes?
That's it. And
Oh, wow.
We sit down with them, go step by step working on their FAFSA.
And what's that stand for?
Free application for federal student aid.
Okay, yeah, and that can be intimidating for some people to fill out all those forms, and you take care of that for them, right?
We sit down with them. We have a list of what they should bring in with them to begin with, make it easier, and we go over. We try to figure out what kind of money we can get for them, scholarships, state grants.
And all the other things that they might be eligible for.
Right.
And I should say, I misspoke a little bit. They fill out the forms, but you're helping them fill out the forms so they're not confused by it.
Correct. Yep.
And sounds like a pretty easy process like everything else at EBC.
It's not hard at all.
All right, thank you, Jeff.
Not a problem. You're welcome.